Just walking along here. It's really warmed up in the past few days. I think it's like 43 out. But I was just walking along by these cattails and I got to start a fire. And I just wanted to show you, a lot of people think that cattails are good year-round. I mean, in all weather, you know, but they're not. Let me see if I can get a few drops out of this one. Well, anyway, they're damp. They're damp to the touch. And they just kind of gum up. So just goes to show you, you can't count on them for everything, or you can't always count on them, because they get wet. They're no good unless you carry some with you like I do. But anyway, yeah, you could dry this out if you put it in your pocket or something, but yeah, just walking along here and all these cattails are wet, wet, wet. Ooh, this one's probably soaked. Let me see if I can get some drops out of it. Nope. I had one that was like a sponge earlier. I think it's just the broke open ones that soak up that much water. And these are normally great during the regular dry seasons, you know, even in the winter in the snow, but you can just see the water beating up on that thing. I mean, there is just moisture coming out of that thing. That sucker's damp. But, you know, you're in for a special video today, I'll tell you that. Hey there again, guys. Howdy. I'm just heating up some water here. And as the title of the video probably says, I'm gonna shave in the winter. In the winter woods. Now, it took some time to get that fire going. I mean, if you look around me, everything, you probably can't tell in the video, but it's soaking wet out here. I mean, when the cattail heads are soaked and dripping water, you know it's wet outside. Everything's kind of melting, you know. So I just want to address this now. I got a comment one time from my friend Jordy. He said 6 feet of overhead clearance, I think. I think that's what he said. Yeah. Anytime you're building a fire. And that's a good rule. That's a good rule. And I must have not been paying attention or something in that video, but yeah, do that. But here, it looks like it's gonna get the log underneath it on fire. Don't worry about that. This sucker's as rotten as can be. And I plan to stay here for a while, so I'll put the sucker out. And even if I threw flaming logs all over this place, I really doubt anything would catch on fire. I mean, even that grass over there is soaked. There's honestly no way anything could get out of hand here with fire. I mean, it took me probably 2 hours to start that fire with all the prep work, finding the location, finding a good base. And I just have it on top of a log because it's not wet. You know, neighbor's dog barking over there. Anyway, I'll get back to you when this water's heated up and I'm ready to shave. Alright guys, so I heated up my water. It's in my butter tub, that's what I'm using. And let's get ready to cut some hair. So, one thing, if you notice, my fire was right here and I'm sitting on her now. And it heated up this log nicely. So, I'm gonna have toasty buns. Oh man. Such a weirdo. Alright. So as you can see, I'll bring you up closer. As you can see, I've got a pretty fine goatee going here. And it's pretty dumb to shave in the woods in the winter. Or in the winter at all, I think. But the Sadie Hawkins dance is coming up and I don't want to go alone, so we'll see if shaving helps me. Alrighty. Probably won't, but who cares. Let's set you up right over here. Thank God this camera's waterproof. Can you see me? Alright, good. Now, We got the warm water. But before we do that, I'm going to... This is hurting me to do this. This is the most manly way to shave my beard I think I could have done. Except maybe a chainsaw, but... I'm going to use a safety razor for this. You could use a knife, but for some reason, my Mora won't shave hair. I'm not sure why. It's probably got something to do with my bad technique or something. I mean, it shaves a few, but it's not crazy or anything. But, yeah, I'm using a safety razor. I think it's the grind, too. But, first thing I gotta do is cut it short. This is actually hurting me to do this, guys. I'm gonna transition to the safety razor here. Now, it's pretty cold outside. I mean, it's warm enough. It's 40. What I've got here is a bar of soap. Just ivory. That's what I had. What I'm gonna do is kind of, you know, make almost like a paste. With the warm water I have here. And I'm gonna spread that all around my face. Aren't I pretty? Ah, well. Alright, so you see the bloody spots over here, and probably over there somewhere. Probably underneath too. I think the reason I got cut so much, because I almost never get cut, you know. Maybe once when the razor's sharp, but after that, almost never, you know, regularly. Or at least I didn't when I shaved. But I think it's because of the soap. And I should probably get that foamy stuff that the barbers use with the straight razors, you know. There we are. There's my beard. Oh man, I hate shaving. Makes me feel like I'm conforming to society's standards. And now it's time to do my legs.